Area Authority head Annihilated, who affirmed the deaths, told militant military were developed to the area on Monday and extended to patrolling the region on Tuesday, as authorities try to include the position. Country Police Force CEO General Rishi Kumar Shukla outlined the position as tranquility and by monitoring. 8 human beings dead in protests in 3 states on Monday, as tens of thousands of reduced caste Indians shone furiously through the nation versus a latter high trial governing they say dilutes protections for the Dalit society. The Dalit are one of the largest marginalized groups in the nation, a heritage of the currently outlawed caste framework that stratified Hindu community for generations. Protesters halted rail traffic, constrained shops to shut and done their present thick felt in at low 10 state. As the day began, protests were peace, but they rapidly rotated forcible. In regional print accountability, clashes among police force and protesters in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and in another place. Forcible protests were informed in at low 7 state. On to Rahul Jaina, the chief of the Gwalior Area Authority in Madhya Pradesh. 3 human beings were annihilated down there while protests rotated forcible. Down there was 1 die every in Madhya Pradesh's Bhind and Morena districts. On to regional officials. 2 human beings dead in the northern country of Uttar Pradesh, and 1 die was informed in the northwest country of Rajasthan, regional officials told. In Punjab, the country in the highest percent of India's cheap caste Dalit people, protesters efficaciously closed downward the northern country, coercion by the government to stop social transport, shut banks and education institutions and delay top high school executive board exams. Not all the protests were forcible or as big in scope. In peace demonstrations happening in Delhi, the nationalities equity. Dalits are historically at the lower step in India's caste framework. Members of the high caste occasionally believe them unclean, and in specific places, they yet aren't permitted to come the homes or temples of the top caste society or stake items in them. The experience, in spite creature unconstitutional, is yet prevailing in components of India, and Dalits go on to fight in instances of discrimination, exception and abuse. Over on Monday, Law Secretary Ravi Shankar Prasad charged opposition parties of politicizing the question. He told how the government does not accept in the high trials procedure on the question and has registered a overview application request how the judgment be fixed. On March 20, the high trial controlled how police force couldn't once detention who on the filing of penal extortion by the planned caste and planned tribal, preventive of atrocities, instrument, that governs how the government prosecutes cases of loath crimes versus reduced caste human beings and human beings' identity to pedigree communities. The trial's judgment allows police force to hold a prior investigation in the charged up the start of a official inquiry. The aim is to hinder erroneous accusations. Members of the Dalit caste say the trial governing will add an further barrier to possessing official extortion driven versus human beings who perpetrate crimes versus them. Police force recorded more than rather than 47,000 cases of crimes versus human beings' identity to a reduced caste or of a tribal in 2016, on to the newest domestic information.